What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Witcher 4 still a hot topic of discussion. Originally, of course, about Ciri's looks, and I think most people who've moved on to that it was just some unflattering angles. Solid complaint that it's not the same voice actress, but hey, scheduling or what have you. Really, now I think the big complaint is about the lore and things that might be changed about her elder blood powers, etc., etc. We've seen people be banned on the Steam forums and the subreddits for The Witcher and The Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt for daring to mention anything related to ESG and wokeness that might be affecting the stories or decisions. And of course, we've seen their defenders go, what? You got banned for talking about off-topic things? Except it's on topic if it's affecting the story and the characters. And just separate from what we're about to see here with the bots apparently defending The Witcher 4 in the Witcher 4 subreddit and the Wild Hunt subreddit on Reddit. I have been noticing a lot of out of nowhere posts of like, Ciri is so beautiful in the trailer, don't you think? Just obvious setup of like trying to fucking steelman it and make it look, trying to gas it up. And so here, this is Aiden Paladin, which I love. She said some really poignant things about The Witcher and a couple other things, but here we go. She says, I have become 100% convinced that CDPR has paid for a bot farm to spam the same talking points regarding The Witcher 4. I've pointed out before that there's about 5 seemingly scripted responses to any critique of what we know about the game, but here it is overtly. I say nothing about her being a Witcher. She's not and cannot be. Yeah, and she was called a Witcher, but everyone knew it was just like when we call trans women women. Well, we know you're not real, but we'll pretend just because maybe you hit a couple of the points. Same thing with just Ciri. She might have known how to fight Witchers and had Witcher training and taken a few of the mutagens, but she had never actually passed the trial of the grasses, and she was not an actual factual Witcher, and she never was going to be, as pointed out by Miss Paladin here. And instead, just say, I don't want to play a game where you go around as Ciri trying to get non-graped in a war-torn continent, as happens in the books. And the NPCs just start talking about her being a Witcher and how I'm a fake fan in complete non sequitur. I refuse to believe these are real humans. So here's her first response, her first statement, rather. Aiden says, the books portray the gritty, dark nature of warfare in horrifying detail, including Ciri being nearly raped on multiple occasions while she and Geralt are separated. I don't want to play a game about that. And yeah, bless you, they would never make it that realistic. She'd go around girl bossing without ever having to deal with that. And here's the potential bot saying, depriving Ciri of any part of the story. Read the books. She doesn't take the trial of grasses, but considers herself a Witcher in the end and is more powerful than any Witcher. Don't tell me you like Witcher 3 and acted like this, because a certain ending literally makes her, it doesn't literally make her a Witcher. It has her claim and live the lifestyle. But yeah, she didn't mention anything about that. She just mentioned the obstacles Ciri would face in a war-torn country. As now she talks directly to CD Projekt Red, Aiden, saying, maybe put some more instruction into your bots to not respond to a woman saying she doesn't want to play a game where the female protagonist has to avoid getting harassed or raped with the same fucking scripts of read the books and she's a Witcher. Yeah, those are completely unrelated criticisms, of which there have been a lot of them. You can see here the executive producer talking about this decision to have Ciri somehow find a way to do the trial of the grasses. Now, apparently, this is my understanding of the lore up until this last book that I haven't been able to read that came out in 2023 by Andre, that they had forgotten how to do the trial of the grasses. They knew most of it, and Yennefer in the third game is able to do a facsimile with magic of the trial of the grasses to try to undo something to Uma, but by and large, they don't know how to do it anymore. And now apparently we've learned that the updated lores, they do know how to do it, but the alchemical ingredients they've used and others, the ingredients basically have degraded so much that instead of a normal low success rate of like 30 to 40% actually becoming Witchers and not dying excruciating deaths, it's even lower than that. So that is why they don't do the trial of grasses. So it would mean that she found a way to do that. They greenlit that. And yeah, he says that was a huge thing for us to make that call, not only for her, but for the game. But then it's so important, still leaves so much space for imagination. Like when it happened, how it happened. It's just a tease showing something, but you don't know where you will experience it and how. In the game, I think it's a huge change, and I hope people did not. Oh, we didn't, because like I said, you had set up in the lore, it's not possible. Now, obviously, at the end of Witcher 3, there's a couple different endings. If you don't support Ciri at all, you ignore her, and you make all the worst decisions, she dies at the end, stopping the White Frost, just really disappears. It seems like they've said that will be undone, or you'll find a way to, she did come back either way. If you go with the ending that I did, where she became Empress of Nilfgaard, because if you don't lie to her, if you tell her her father wants to see her, and you support her, make all the right choices, she chooses to become Empress of Nilfgaard. And that to me is the best option, because this option that everyone says, oh, she becomes a Witcher, that's the one where you lie to her. A lie through omission is still a lie. You don't take her to see her father, even though he has to see her. You don't tell her about that, and she chooses to become a Witcher and live her days, as well, a hated, mutated freak, quote unquote, to use their vernacular. And there's just not going to be any more. So it's just a sad existence. But that's what they've chosen. The rest of these pages are them in different interviews, essentially saying, yo, dog, just trust me. Just trust me. We're going to find a way to make all the endings make sense and do not break canon. But in the meantime, it seems like they might have a little bot. And even if they're not bots, you just have mindless defenders who, this is what's going on. All they want to do is the positive glow ups. They don't want to talk about any potential plot or lore problems. It's all they want to do is trust me, dog, and then you get banned if you say anything else. So it's a lot of the same of the old.
Sheer fucking hubris.
So the more things change, more they stay the same. Either way, let me know what you think about all this. Do you think they got a bot army? It's probably at least some, right? Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub if you have done that. Thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And hey, Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2025. It's got to be a better one than 2024, even though 2024 was pretty fucking awesome to me. That November timeline shift. Anyway, we'll see you on the next one.
Well, bye.